Hey guys, it's Mo from Player.One. I'm here to talk to you about Wolfenstein, the new Colossus. Just did a hands-on here at Bethesda's pre-release world tour thing that they've been throwing together. So I got about 45 minutes in with the game. They plopped us in a few hours into the game, so it's a little bit deeper. Running through a lot of weapons, a lot of different scenarios, and really touched on a lot of the things that I was looking to see. The story, the characters, the lore, the world, the alternate history Nazi vibe. I really like that a lot, and it's in full effect here. BJ's back, he's great, very heroic. His wife is pregnant, she looks cool, but it's the side characters that really make it for me. In this mission, I got to meet a guy named Horton, who's a leader of a resistance movement in New Orleans where the mission takes place. Basically the Nazis are trying to wall the city in and burn it all down and turn it into some Nazi paradise thing, as they are wont to do. And it's BJ's job to go in and rescue Horton and bring him out. But when you meet Horton, he gives you this big, crazy speech, and there's booze and a guy playing clarinet and bullets flying through the windows, and it's just a very cool scene, very atmospheric. It's one of the things I really liked about the first game, and it seems like we're going to get a lot more of that. Obviously, there was a little comic relief moment that you saw in the new trailer where people are having sex in some sort of submersible thing, which was pretty interesting.
I'm sorry, did you need this boat?
Yes, motherfucker.
But what I like about it more than other Nazi-themed things is that it's got this kind of sci-fi vibe to it, because like the technologies are different and sort of just the way they explain in not direct ways, but just in the materials and stuff that you use, like how the Nazis approach technology and what they would do 20 years after the war and the kind of stuff they'd have laying around. It's just very cool. One thing I wanted to see more of in this demo it was combat. One of my big hang-ups from the first game was that the combat was kind of cookie cutter. You know, there was just a lot of like guys running in parallel lines and headshots, and thankfully a lot of that's been addressed. In this demo, saw a lot of swaying, you know, guys would get hit and they would react and they would dip or they would move, and it was great because you weren't just like piping headshots at everybody. Like you'd nick a guy and he would move in a way that would require you to readjust your aim. So it was a lot more challenging. It wasn't like unbearably hard, but it was enough variety that I felt like, okay, I could play this for hours at a stretch and not get bored, not feel like I'm grinding, not feel like I'm doing the same thing. Overall, the highlight for me was doing the Panzerhund, which is the big, you know, the tank dog thing that runs around and shoots fire everywhere. Got to ride it, got to spend about 4 or 5 minutes just running through, melting Nazis, taking shots. It was super fun, and it was just a great demo experience. You know, it was a little 40-minute window, but I kind of got to see all the things I was looking for. Cool story, better combat, over-the-top Nazi nonsense, which is what you want from a Wolfenstein game. So if that sounds like your thing, you're probably going to check it out when it releases on October 27th for Xbox, PS4, and PC.